Something is brewing in China. Every week in my live stream, which is every Saturday, 10 p.m., somebody will ask me about investing in China. Somebody will ask me about investing in Alibaba. So recently, my FYP page has been appearing 3 alarming stuff. Number one, more and more people are posting about how they are behind in their mortgage payments, in part in protest, that they are still paying their mortgage despite the buildings only being partially completed, or in some cases, not even started building at all. And in part, they're also not servicing their mortgage because valuations have sank and they're sitting on negative equity, so they're kind of like protesting. Some China finance bloggers have also shared that the banks are more willing to restructure your loan as long as the borrower demonstrates some willingness to pay back the loan. When banks are more negotiable, that's usually a red flag. It means they're trying to defer booking the non-performing loan. In any case, even if they take back the house, right, and put it to auction, they may not be able to recover their loan as valuations have sank. Especially as in some cases, there's nothing even to auction as construction hasn't even begun. Number two, I've seen some posts on Douyin teaching people how they can leverage on the so-called bug. I will not elaborate on the bug here, but very briefly, it involves a married couple divorcing on paper. Let's call them A and B. B will sell the house to A. A will then take a housing loan from the bank in order to buy the house. Thereafter, A declares bankrupt while B keeps the cash. With the cash, the couple can continue onward with their lives even though A is now a bankrupt. I do think that there will be some sections of society that will be eager to leverage this bug because they view themselves as being unfairly treated by the banks to begin with, so it's just tit for tat, eye for an eye. Number three, it's widely reported that the finance sector and banks especially are cutting the salaries of their staff in line with the common prosperity goal. Especially there is a perception that finance sector are highly paid, perhaps even too well paid. Whether or not they are too highly paid is a discussion for another time, but you can imagine that the employees will not be too happy with a pay cut. So you can just think whether they will do their best in their work in terms of their credit checks, fraud checks, etc., etc. Are you invested in China? Have you heard these rumors through the grapevine? Let's chat in the comments.